Prince Harry has arrived in Kyiv in Ukraine for a two-day visit. Now, he will see some of the work of the Halo Trust, an organisation, of course, that specialises in clearing landmines and explosives from war-torn countries. You'll remember those extraordinary images of his mum, Princess Diana, who was a supporter of the Halo Trust as well, working with them in Angola in 1997.
Just before she died. Well, the Duke of Sussex has told ITV News exclusively that he doesn't want the world to lose sight of what Ukraine is facing in its ongoing war with Russia. And our royal editor, Chris Shipp, is in Kyiv. He's the only correspondent who's following this particular visit by Harry.
It was just about a half an hour ago that Prince Harry arrived here at Ukraine's main railway station. He came in on an overnight train from Poland. And yes, an unannounced visits, as they always are, of course, for obvious reasons when you come to Ukraine, and perhaps a reminder that at a time when the world's attention has been on Iran and the conflict there, that the fight here is still going on. It's more than 4 years old now, and part of the reason why Harry is here is just to bring some attention, some world attention, back to Ukraine and remind everyone about the price that's being paid here every single day in terms of loss of life and injuries. And there'll be events with the Invictus Games, of which I'm sure you know very well, the games he founded for wounded veterans. And here there's a growing number of wounded military personnel every single day. So it's an important visit and a very personal one to him. And you were just talking about the Halo Trust, and that he'll see some of the work that they're doing here too.
On a cool April morning in 2026, Prince Harry quietly arrived in Kyiv, travelling overnight from Poland. His visit, kept secret for security, marked his second journey to Ukraine, a testament to his personal commitment. The timing was crucial. President Zelensky was negotiating vital EU loans, and the British Foreign Secretary was in town announcing new sanctions on Russia. Harry's presence was part of a coordinated show of international solidarity, reminding Ukrainians they weren't forgotten. For Kyiv's citizens, seeing a global figure like Harry walking their streets was a morale boost amid the daily hardships of war. By avoiding royal fanfare, Harry kept the focus on the mission, quiet conversations, meaningful encounters, and the human cost of conflict. His humble train journey symbolized a hands-on approach. He came to listen, learn, and amplify the voices of those enduring war. This visit wasn't about photo ops. It was about standing with Ukraine when it mattered most. In a city shadowed by conflict, Harry's arrival was a powerful reminder that the world still cares. Prince Harry's Kyiv schedule was purposeful, connecting him with Ukraine's leaders, veterans and wounded soldiers. At the Kyiv Security Forum, he joined a panel with Ukrainian war veterans, using his platform to spotlight their needs and bridge policy with real-life impact. He met Prime Minister Yulia Sviridenko, reinforcing UK-Ukraine ties, and visited the National Museum of the History of Ukraine in the Second World War, drawing parallels between past and present struggles. The heart of his mission was time spent with wounded soldiers in a rehabilitation centre. As a fellow veteran, Harry offered encouragement and understanding, focusing on both psychological and physical recovery. He stressed that their sacrifices would not be forgotten, and that the world stood behind them. These personal interactions, more than any speech, demonstrated his genuine commitment. Harry's visit was about hope, perseverance, and solidarity with those on the front lines. Prince Harry's support for Ukraine is more than symbolic. His Archewell Foundation recently donated $500,000 to help injured children. The funds were split between Ukraine and Gaza, focusing on urgent medical evacuations and advanced prosthetics for children wounded by war. This targeted aid is a long-term investment in young lives, offering hope and independence to those most affected. Rather than a general donation, Archewell identified where help would have the greatest impact. By supporting children in both Ukraine and Gaza, the Foundation emphasised compassion without borders. Harry's philanthropy is strategic and deeply humanitarian, turning solidarity into real-world change. His actions show that global figures can use their platforms for practical, life-changing support. For Ukraine's children, this aid is a lifeline and a reminder that the world is watching. Harry's visit reflects the UK's steadfast support for Ukraine since the 2022 invasion. From Boris Johnson's early leadership to ongoing cross-party backing, Britain has been a consistent ally. The presence of both Harry and Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper in Kyiv underscored this multi-layered support, diplomatic, humanitarian and public. British citizens have opened homes, donated and fundraised, showing solidarity at every level. Harry's mission mirrors this national commitment, reinforcing the deep ties between the two countries. His presence is a reminder that Britain's support is rooted in shared values and enduring friendship. Behind Harry's public mission lies a personal story. He consulted Meghan Markle before travelling, highlighting their partnership and the risks involved. His visit followed a recent meeting with his father, King Charles III, signalling reconciliation and renewed focus. These personal milestones coincide with his dedication to veterans embodied in the Invictus Games he founded. By meeting injured Ukrainian soldiers, Harry brought the spirit of Invictus to the front lines, connecting his advocacy to urgent needs. His work blends public duty with personal passion, shaped by his own military service and family ties. This authenticity allows him to connect deeply with those he meets. Harry's advocacy is compelling because it's rooted in lived experience, not just obligation. His Kyiv mission is a fusion of personal and public commitment. One of Harry's key messages: don't let Ukraine become a forgotten war. As global crises multiply, media attention shifts, risking Ukraine fatigue and waning support. Sustained aid depends on public awareness. When headlines fade, so can political will. Harry's visit reignited focus, reminding the world that Ukraine's fight is about European security and shared values. He emphasized that if support falters, the consequences could destabilize the entire region. By sharing personal stories, Harry rehumanized the conflict, making it harder for the world to look away. His mission was a vital reminder. Ukraine's struggle continues, and global attention is still needed. As Harry's mission ended, his message was clear. Solidarity matters. In a war's fourth year, international support is a powerful antidote to despair. For soldiers, leaders and citizens, his visit was a beacon of hope and a reminder they're not alone. Attention is a form of aid. Keeping Ukraine in the spotlight sustains vital support. Harry's actions show that solidarity is an active choice, to show up, listen and give. Ukraine's fight is far from over, and its future depends on the world's continued commitment. Thanks to Harry's quiet mission, the world is still watching.